So, few things going on over the last 24 hours that we should talk about because, frankly, yesterday was kind of stupid. And I'll get to why that is in just a second. But what I'm seeing actually in the ADA charts, what I'm seeing in crypto in general, isn't really a surprise. We've seen this time and time again. And frankly, something happening for ADA right now is in fact very bullish that I want to talk about with you guys. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So many people are probably wondering, oh, why ADA dropped yesterday? And that's a fair question. You know, when we look across the board, crypto in general did drop, and it had to do actually with BTC. BTC dropped actually all the way down into the high 68K range after just a few days prior, we were all the way up close to setting a new all-time high. And really what this came on the back of was liquidations. Over $300 million or about $300 million worth of longs liquidated in the market. I've said many times, we need to just get to this point where people are not trying to push too hard. They were trying to push and push and push, and then market makers essentially turn things around. Now, this was coming on the backs of news of a meh PC report. The numbers are coming down. Some stuff is showing a little bit sticky, and it basically called into question whether we're going to get an interest rate decrease on November 7th. That is the big question right now. That's why the market kind of went, oh no, what's going to happen? And just decided to dump. Now, that being said, BTC is showing actually a little bit of a recovery candle here. We'll see what the day brings, but this is the reason why we had a tempered day in terms of institutional money. Still on the positive side, it was in like the $30 million range. Maybe I'll talk about that in a different video, but needless to say, we actually did a very good job of closing a great green month for BTC, up 10.76%. So this is a very positive sign. This is us showing we're doing what we've done historically speaking, meaning that we are now getting to a month where ADA tends to perform extremely well. November tends to be the month where ADA begins to send towards alt season. Now, that being said, we are actually seeing some hidden bullish divergence in the ADA charts. A very great sign. We're actually seeing these climbing bottoms. We're actually seeing this lowering RSI on the bottoms. That's a very good sign because this shows that we may have this flip around coming ahead. Now, that being said, like I said, we're following our rainbow regression curve. We're starting to show a little bit more resilience in terms of ADA. Yes, this hasn't been our explosion yet, but I want to remind people of something. So I see a lot of people complaining right now that prices are low in terms of ADA. It's not doing anything. And yes, we've been in this basically 5-month period that we've been in this opportunity box. And I have to remind people, you don't always get these opportunities. Right now, yes, while we're consolidating and trading sideways and haven't really made a bunch of headway to the upside, which frankly nothing has right now outside of BTC and maybe a little bit of Ethereum if you want to count that. But I, at the same time, don't want to hear people complaining when we get 4 or 5 months from now and prices are significantly higher and people are saying, oh my gosh, I didn't accumulate enough. You don't always get opportunities like this in the market. And like I've talked about in other videos, there have been a lot of great things that have taken place in terms of Cardano, and they've mostly happened at times where you don't see the things that facilitate further price pushes, where you don't see further adoption facilitated. I said before that most people in this market right now currently kind of have an idea of where they're putting capital. They have assets they're going to flow back into as USDT dominance begins to drop. And so what you need to move prices higher in terms of ADA right now is fresh blood. You need fresh capital entering the market, new users entering the space. And the great news is that we're now getting into those times. Now with BTC showing some strength around 70K here, I would really hope for a strong day. I'd like to see another strong day in terms of institutional money, pushing things back towards higher levels. Again, this is a very similar move to what we experienced back here, what we experienced back here, what we experienced back here. It's kind of that we'll call it a rest and recovery day before the market starts running wild again, because the bears are kind of in their death throes currently. I mean, let's call it what it is. Bears are weakening. They can't hold the charts back as much. Institutional money is storming forward. You can't beat big money in this space. If big money wants the charts to go up, which they clearly do, they're going to send it one way or the other. And the great thing is that that's going to be good for ADA. When ADA does again start breaking some of those moving averages, when it starts showing just a little bit more momentum here, again, we've gotten very good at testing some of these local resistance levels, but we haven't done a great job at breaking them yet. When we do break that, when we show some more resilience up in these ranges, up in the 40-cent range, don't be surprised by how much quicker ADA can move. I want to remind people, we have had times where ADA has run over 20% over the course of just a couple days. For example, back here, guys, what's that? 27% over the course of about a week. Right here, guys, about 22% over the course of like 5 days. So those times are in fact coming, and we're now in a time where it's actually easier because we will start seeing adoption again. We will start to see people flowing into the crypto space again. And I want to remind people, ADA is one of the best positioned for this to take place. It's one of the most deeply discounted right now. It's one of the most undervalued in the crypto space. We'll see what happens, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think that this November is going to follow what we've done historically speaking? Is this going to be the month where ADA begins to take off? Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.